to Year 4's video. I'm Mrs. Venton.
I'm Miss Chappell.
The idea of this video is to give you a little bit of insight into how we run Year 4 and to give you a bit of an understanding of how a typical school week for your child in Year 4. So we'll be discussing the timetables, some topics, some trip ideas, the home learning, how we're going to be running assemblies, and some ideas of how you can help your child at home. So with our class timetables, each day the children will be learning maths and English and reading. We will also have regular RE lessons. As a Catholic school, we always teach the children a minimum of 2.5 hours each week. As well as that, we will endeavour to teach our children science, humanities, as well as ICT, PSHE, Spanish, music, arts, PE and P4C, which is philosophy for children. Do you want to speak about the library?
Sure. Our library sessions will be on Tuesdays with Miss Lowther in the library. So if your child has a book that they're reading at home from the library, if they can just have it to return so they can borrow a new one on Tuesdays.
Okay. Yeah, so PE sessions for both Year 4 classes, they will be doing it separately with our specialist PE teacher, Mr. Bailey, but they will need to make sure that they have their PE lessons, so that they will be doing it on every Friday. They're timetabled every Friday to do that. It's really important that your child has the correct and their own PE kit. So this year, we don't have the blue polo shirt anymore. It's a white polo t-shirt, navy blue shorts, and trainers. Please make sure they have this, otherwise it's really difficult for them to get the best out of their PE lessons. We also have a fitness session with the children, and we are a school that participates in the Daily Mile. About after school clubs?
After school sports clubs. Oh yes, if you've got an after school sports club, your child still will need to come to school in their school uniform and then change into it at the end of the day for their sports club session.
More information about that will be in the newsletter. Okay.
Topics,
yeah.
Eh? Okay, so some of our topics for the autumn term are as follows. With English, we are focusing on myths and legends. So our focus text will be Finn McCool and the Giant's Causeway by Malachi Doyle. We'll be starting that this week.
Very exciting.
Maths, we are focusing on place value, addition and subtraction, length and perimeter, and multiplication and division. For RE, we will be looking at our class saints for the year, so St. Paul and St. Peter, and focusing on stories in the Bible. And science, we're looking at animals and humans, in particular the digestive system, and I think teeth, as well as weather observations, which will be ongoing throughout the year.
Okay, so trips are not going to be happening as they usually happen because of the situation that we're in. So we are doing our best to still make the learning as enjoyable as possible. So we are trying at the moment to organise virtual trips and virtual workshops. A lot of the museums are doing their best to make sure that they can still help out in the classroom like they normally would, but on a virtual basis. We're also going to be organising some key speakers to come in throughout the year. So unfortunately, or fortunately for you, we do ask that if at all possible and if it's safe to do so, if you are able to take your children to the museums, we can't do that at the moment, or any art galleries, we would urge you to do so. It's so vitally important for the children to have that hands-on experience. So if you can, please do so.
Home learning. Okay, so home learning, we will come back to this at the end of the video with an example for how you can do this at home. But we will be now uploading our home learning onto Teams. Now I know this is quite new for everyone, so it will take a little while for us to get used to it. But of course our class teachers will be here to help you. We'll be teaching your children how to use it in school as well. So hopefully it should be quite seamless with them accessing that at home. Just in summary, what you can expect to see in home learning is always an RE activity. There will be reading every evening, so either a home reader will be sent home with your child, or there is Bug Club, which they can log on to, where their books will be changed regularly. A suggestion for with the spelling words, you can look up any words they don't know, have them write out the definition of it, perhaps use a thesaurus to think of other words that mean the same thing. We'll often set a research activity based on their topic and possibly some mental maths activities. So, as well, we're also trying to develop their speaking and listening skills. So a lot of our activities will be discussion based. So if yourself or an elder sibling or a family member are able to have conversations with the children about what they're learning, that would be excellent. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so assemblies. Assemblies again will be very different to what we're used to at St Anne's and Guardian Angels. We aim to have a virtual whole school assembly, which will also be on the platform Microsoft Teams, but it will be for each of the classes to log in and to participate. We'll keep you updated on that as it and when it happens. We will still be having our class worship every day, and the times when we do that as a whole school or within our bubble, we'll be able to move around within our bubble, but if it's whole school again, it will be a virtual experience. Each half term there will be a class assembly. This will also be on a virtual basis. We aim to put the information on how you can join the virtual assemblies on the newsletter. We do endeavour to continue with our Star Award assemblies as well as a true celebration of the child. These will be at 9:10 on every Friday. Again, it will be on Microsoft Teams, and you will be able to find a link on the website to join that in due course. So check out the website and look out for your newsletters via emails for information. Okay.
Together. Okay, so as a whole school, we follow a list of, what would we say? What do we call those?
The
part of our behaviour policy,
yeah.
I suppose. So we are ready, we are respectful, and we are safe. Yeah. So there is a homeschool agreement which should have been sent to you or will be available online, just for you to look through with your child so that you understand what's expected of them at school and their behaviour, so we can sort of bridge the link between home and school life and have us all working together on the same team.
Yeah, the word that you were looking for was our school values.
There we go, school values.
Updated, as well as our mission statement. We've combined St Anne's mission statement with Guardian Angels, so now it is excellence together with Christ at the centre, and we do have a list of values that we strive to achieve. Again, they're on the school website, and we award the children for when we're noticing that they are following the school values. But the core of it is, and its most basic form, is to be ready, respectful and safe. You'll get more information on this with the homeschool agreement. They will be coming out to you in due course. This is where we get you to, you as the parent to sign, children to sign, and it's basically saying, yes, we come to this school, yes, we agree to follow the rules. So look out for that.
Good. So lastly, how can you help at home? So at the end of your child's school day, when they come home, having them read out loud to you is excellent, or telling them about the book that you're reading. The more you can get them discussing the text, the easier it is for them to develop their understanding. So if possible, even just 5 minutes, 10 minutes each night is excellent.
Can I just say
yes.
that on that, as a mum myself, I know that a lot of your children, luckily enough, are very good readers, and when they get to year 4, you might think, oh, they're fine, they're fluent readers, they know what they're doing. It's still important for you to sort of stop them and say, tell me about it, can you summarise about it, what do you think is going to happen, or what do you like, what don't you like. It's all of that discussion, like what we said earlier, you know, part of their home learning is discussing, and every time they come across a word that they don't know, encourage your child to understands that word and encourage them to use it, because as they increase in their vocabulary, that will impact on their writing, it impacts on their vocabulary when they're actually speaking, and it gives them the confidence to speak out in lots of different scenarios.
Great.
And we have some websites as well that we think might be able to help. We've got BBC Kids, so that's BBC Bite Size as well, isn't it?
Yeah, BBC Bite Size too. Times Table Rockstars, which most children should be familiar with.
And they love.
They do love, so get ready. But we'll be giving them their logins again so that you'll have those at home. It's a great way for them to practice their times tables. And lastly, just ensuring that your child has a good night's sleep if possible so that they're ready for the school day.
Okay.
So I think it's back to Teams now. So just to give an example of what you will see on Teams when you're logging on trying to find your home learning, I'm just going to go behind the computer and hopefully you'll be able to see on the screen. So, right, as an example, I hope you can hear me, you'll just be looking up Outlook 365 Teams. And you will just click on the link here that will take you to a page to sign into your child's account. So each of you will be sent an email address and a password for your child. It's just the same as logging on to your email address with your password. I'll come back to the screen in a moment. So you can use the web app, which is just using it in your browser. Right, back again. So St. Peter is my class's class name, but your child, if they're in St. Paul, when they log on, they will see a team called St. Paul. So you just click on your class team, and along the top you'll see a menu, Posts. This is where either your teacher, your class teacher, or the children can write comments or ask questions. The section we're looking at today is called Files. So we're going to keep it quite simple just for now so we can all get used to it. You'll see two folders. One is called Home Learning Sheets. If you click on that folder, you'll be able to find week 2. We'll always have it with the date of the Monday of the week beginning. And in there, your home learning sheet. So we're following the same template as we used last year. So your children will become more familiar with that as we go along. You can then download the file, and this is mainly, to help us save paper as well as allowing your child to become more familiar with Teams. I'm just going to do it on the computer because it's not letting me. There we go. Open, and there you will find your child's home learning sheet. So each week will be different. Obviously we're not doing Egyptians this term, but you will have an RE activity, a maths activity, and then your topic. Down below will just remind you which spellings list you're going to be doing. Most of your child's work will still be handwritten, so we are sending home learning books for them so they can write out their spelling words, and any research they do they can record. So that is basically it for the home learning folder. If you've got any questions, of course, please ask us. We know that this is new and different to what we did last year. We're all learning along the way as well, so we'll all be patient with each other. But yes, as I said, we'll be teaching your children how to do this independently at school, so hopefully there's not too much extra workload for you at home.
But please, do let us know if you get stuck, need help, and if in doubt, ask your children, because they probably know how to figure it out.
True.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.